guys, it's me again. I'm doing my coffee break time today. It's supposed to be done last Friday, but then anyway, I decided to do it today because I have a great weekend and I thought I would share with you guys. Before I start, my name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. This weekend is Valentine's Day. I don't know if any of you celebrate Valentine's. But anyway, I have a special Valentine's Day because my husband decided to cook the whole meal for the family. You know, he recently took on the culinary classes, and then he's learning to cook gourmet food, and then he decided to, you know, cook it for our family for once. It comes with a very good surprise, and then this is why I thought I would share with you guys in my coffee break, because I find men who can cook really sexy. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I do. And then there's a reason for it, and I want to share with you all because it's coffee break. You know, it's personal opinion. So it's my opinion. I find men who can cook really sexy, not just barbecuing, you know, or not just, you know, making pizza or things like that, but, you know, like require knife, pot on the stove, cutting things, and, you know, making delicate dishes that I call men who can cook. The reason that, you know, I think when I was young, I didn't appreciate that much. You know, when we were young, we were so wrapped up by relationship, love, we love someone and things like that. If someone cook, it's not that special, right? It's not until you get to a certain age, right, being a mom, and then you cook all the time and things like that. And then when a man would make a time to make a meal for you, all of a sudden it becomes very special. It's very special. It's also at this moment I realize how we actually have racism, or we have a stereotype of thinking. We just did not know that. Give you an example. When my husband first suggest to go to a cooking class, like he said he want to sign up for a cooking class, right? You can already hear comment here and there, right? A lot of people, oh, really, right? And then they would say, oh, maybe my husband should go, or, you know, sometimes he would suggest a friend to go with him, and then the friend would say, no, I would not take cooking class, right? Because somehow, some way, throughout the years, we believe cooking is a woman's job. Like, women love to cook. It's a woman's job. If a guy take on a woman's job, it's not too manly, right? So even if they want to do the cooking class, so-called cooking class, is more like barbecue class that is more manly. It's like they feel the barbecue image associated with guy, you know, the guy, that macho look, right? But the reason, bring it back to the beginning, I find guys who know how to cook very sexy. The reason of that is just the way they handle knife, right? At the beginning, I would just think, you know, maybe I'm just like every other woman, you know, they can take a break, they just eat a special meal. You know, that's why we like men who cook. But then later on, I realized, you know, for me, it's a little bit more different. I think, at least I notice as a different in me, is I think I find the men who can handle their knife and fire very sexy. That means, you know, usually when men come to the stove got a lot of different fire going on, right? A lot of pot going on there, right? The common things I've seen is the guy tend to get a bit panic, or, you know, or panicking, that not know what to do because there's so many pots, so many things happening at once, right? So they sometimes will lose their calm, and then they're getting a little bit, you know, freaking out because, and then they burn something, right? And then aside from that is the way they chop things. You know, that knife, and then they chop things. When you know they're chopping something so delicate, you know, there's a certain way of cutting meat, even meat or vegetable or things like that. Like, it looks like they know how to handle their knife, right? I think it's that sense of assertive, or the sense of confidence, right? They are like, oh, they just chop it like knife is a foreign thing, but the way they're mastering, controlling that knife, the way they can handle the meat under their hand or vegetable and still cut it with that kind of confidence, calmness, and know what they're doing. You know, guys, seriously, you might think it's a girly thing to take a cooking class, but this whole package together is that you know what you were doing, right? Really give that sexy vibe for people. So anyway, I was joking to my kids, to my husband, saying, wow, this not to mention the dish actually come out very nice, right? Visually pleasant, not to mention it tastes very good too. It's just a whole package. I was saying, I can already tell how many women would be jealous by looking at the dish that you come up with, right? So anyway, here I'm just a coffee break, but I thought I'd share with you guys a little bit opinion, my personal opinion, nothing spiritual, but personal opinion about, I really think the guy who can cook is quite sexy. Disregard, not like I'm saying that you should cook every meal. Like, we get it. We women take on the housewife rule. We will cook majority of the time. But, I always say occasional surprise is nice. It's nice. And especially by, knowing you, a guy who can handle their knife and a fire, that is quite something. It's, way better than just, barbecue. Really, barbecue. It's not even comparable. So, my personal opinion, just thought I'd share with you guys all on the small coffee break, and to make up for the one I did last week. Again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Periscope, or go to my Facebook, or subscribe my YouTube channel, or my website, ruowen.com. On website, I'm going to show you what my husband made for me. It was quite amazing. Seriously, guys, if you guys think, guys should never learn cooking, let it go. Seriously, when you handle that knife and you know what you're doing without cutting your hand off or without burning your food off, that is sexy. So consider that. Give your girlfriend or wife or something occasional surprise. Don't even let them know, but occasional surprise. That would, put some spice into your relationship. So till then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.